Greetings and welcome back to room 303 in our chats with Emily as we are calling our readings through the poetry of Emily Dickinson. We are in the Johnson edition and we turn now to poem 434, To Love Thee Year by Year. And as is often the case in so many of these poems that we've been reading, who is the thee that Emily is referencing? Now, most people assume that the thee of this poem is her pal Sue, another Sue poem, if you will. This was apparently a poem that was sent with a flower as a part attached to the poem. We've seen this already a number of times. There was according to the scholar Franklin, at least believed a total of 73 poems that Emily sent to Sue between the years of 1863 and 65. This being one of those poems. Now, our assumption is that you've been following our stuff at learnstrong.net, down that left-hand side, Chats with Emily, our playlist. I'm hopeful that you've worked through our set of introductory comments. We commented on the importance of Sue, who, of course, would go on to marry Emily's brother and, and all of that. And I'm hopeful that you've read the preceding 433 poems that we've worked through already in the Johnson edition. We just finished with 433, Knows How to Forget. And if you have, then you are already aware of the games that Emily plays with irony, and we're going to see some of that here. There seems to almost be a suggestion that she might be able to stop this affection that she has for this individual. We'll call her Sue. But that it probably is something that, even though Sue would like it, Emily just can't do it. And so instead of following the lead that maybe Sue has shown to her, the decision is just simply, yeah, we'll just go ahead and enjoy the relationship for what it's worth. This is how the poem reads. To love thee year by year may less appear than sacrifice and cease. However, dear, forever might be short, I thought to show, and so I pieced it with a flower now. The fact that the poem ends with the word now, but it opens with this suggestion of year by year, suggests the possibility of a relationship that is long-term. Notice, to love thee, we're going to assume that in this case it is Sue. Year by year may less appear, of course, this is, the sounds are fun here, than sacrifice and cease. In other words, it is possible that this relationship could end. I could end it, cease being the key word. However, and we've seen this a number of times, haven't we, in Emily's poems, where she'll juxtapose a speculative idea and then she'll come away with a word like but or however. However, and then her use of the word dear, right, it's set off in commas, right? Forever might be short, I thought to show. In other words, I can compress our time together, and so I pieced it with a flower now. In other words, even though it's possible that we could end this relationship, I think it's better for us to enjoy this relationship through the little short-lived opportunities that we have. Now, what is it that she's arguing it to? I think her argument is that true love can't end so easily, even though it's complicated. At 2b, well, the obvious question is the antecedent to the pronoun thee. Who is it that she's actually referencing? At 3a, well, we could just list a number of the Sue poems, right? 452, poem 14, 535, 458, 518, 355, and on it goes. Those are some of the more well-known Sue poems. You can run those to ground, obviously. Finally, at 3b, to own a poem like this, who is a pal in your life that you just can't cease enjoying or wanting to be with? I hope Emily is making you smile. Thank you.